Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at all the models available to pre-order this coming Saturday. This is a pretty good week for Age of Sigmar fans, but an even better one if you like to play Middle-earth, the battle strategy game. So let's get started looking at all the new products that are going to be available to pre-order from Games Workshop this coming Saturday. Altogether, there's 32 products to take a look at this week, and the first one is the Nighthaunt Battletome. There's two versions, the regular hardback and also the limited collector's edition. Doesn't say how many of these collector's editions will be available, but they sell out pretty fast on the Games Workshop website, I've noticed. As well as battle traits, Path to Glory rules, all the war scrolls, you're also going to get a sheet of tokens to keep track of the abilities. To go with their new Battletome, the Nighthaunt are also getting War Scroll cards and dice. And I think these are some nice dice here. They've gone with a nice colour and the logo really suits it. So really impressed with those. They look good. And then you're also going to get the pack of War Scroll cards which cover every unit and every endless spell in the Battletome, plus 30 tokens for tracking the abilities, spells, grand strategies and more. You've also got a Battletome for the Daughters of Cain, and this is going to give you all the new and updated rules, lore and abilities for the 6 Temples of Cain, a Path to Glory campaign and loads more too, and this is also available in the regular hardback and the collector's edition. The Warhammer community site article notes that the Daughters of Cain will also be receiving a full set of War Scroll cards, but they've been slightly delayed, so they're going to let us know when they're due to be released. That's some of the books, and now let's take a look at some of the models. And first up for the Nighthaunt, we got Ulrak the Drowner, who's also probably a bit of a downer by the look of him there. We got a first look at this boatman a little while ago, and now he's going to be available to pre-order. I think it's going to look pretty good on the tabletop. Really nice model, lots going on here, and an interesting character to have in your army. Next, you've got the Craven Throne Guard, a box set of 5 models. These are going to be brilliant in Warcry. Got some cards for these that I made for the Patreon members. And yeah, it's really interesting to have some ranged weapons in the Nighthaunt. So really looking forward to seeing how these perform for Warcry. Next up is the Ethereal Court. And now these aren't new models, but here you'll get a chance to pick up all 3 together. One will be the Knight of Shrouds on the Ethereal Steed, a Spirit Torment and a Guardian of Souls. Next we've got a Vanguard box, and this time it's for the Idoneth Deepkin, and this looks like a great collection. I think this would be a good one for Warcry as well. You're going to get 15 models all together. You're going to get the Namati Thralls, and then they're going to be led by an Isharan Soul Scryer, and then you've also got the Acalian Alapex, which is a brilliant model, I really like that one, and 3 Eel Riding Acalian Isharan Guard. You can also build these as Morsair Guard as well, so you've got a little bit of flexibility there. And also with your Namati Thralls, you can have a mix of swords, axes or glaives. So that's a nice collection, a good way to get started building an army, also great for Warcry, so I think they've put some nice units together there. We've also got another Vanguard, and this time it's the Fire Slayers. And although there's 26 models here, so you get more miniatures, it just doesn't look as appealing to me. It all looks kind of flat. They all look very similar, although you've got some different units. Yeah, I'd like to see some bigger models in it, but I guess there's not that many to choose from for the Fire Slayers. So really putting together a Vanguard of different units is going to look quite similar, as we can see here. I think the start collecting set for the Fire Slayers was much more appealing because it had the big Magmadroth included in it. But if you've got an army already and you want to add some units to it, then perhaps this is a good way to go. And if you want to get started, you're going to need to get these models anyway. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be more of a practical buy, I suppose, more than one that like lures you in by the mixture of models. But altogether, you're going to get a Battlesmith, and then you're going to get 20 Volkite Berserkers and 5 Hearthguard Berserkers. And you've got the option to build those 5 as the Auric Hearthguard instead if you choose. Let's go back to that Magmadroth, because this is also included in the preview article on the Warhammer community site. And it says that the Auric Runefather on Magmadroth is being sold separately for the first time. But you can already buy this. It's £65 on the Games Workshop website. I think it must mean that the Runefather is being sold separately for the first time, not the Runefather on Magmadroth. But anyway, if you buy the Runefather on Magmadroth, you can also build it as an Auric Runeson or Runesmiter on the Magmadroth, and then you'll have a model left over that you can build on foot. So the way that's worded is a little bit confusing, but I do believe it's the Runefather that will be available separately. Now let's move on and have a look at everything available for the Middle-earth strategy battle game. And there's lots going on for this. And the first product is the Defense of the North expansion. This is a rules supplement and it's going to give you new profiles for heroes and villains, new army lists, 22 narrative play scenarios, and you can link those together in a campaign. And you're also going to get 6 legendary legions, and they'll give you some fresh ways to forge your army. This is going to be available in both hardback and ebook editions. Now we've got a load of miniatures to go through for Middle-earth, and these are going to be the made-to-order miniatures. So let's get started. There's lots here, including Malevolent Dragon. You've got Moria Goblins. You've got heroes like Ashrag, Druzhag, Durbers, Groblog. You've got some Easterling mounted commanders, Warg Marauder Shock Cavalry, amongst others. So yeah, a lot going on here. Loads to choose from. And these are all the made-to-order models. Lots of bad guys to choose from, but they haven't left out the good guys too. And here we go. Here's some more. These are also made-to-order. You've got Dwarves, you've got the Khazad Guard, and Captains of Erebor. And all these models have got to do battle somewhere, so why not take the battle to the Fortress of Dol Guldur? And there's a lot of terrain going on here. This is going to be another one of the big sets available for the Middle-earth game. And it looks pretty straightforward if you wanted to make this out of some foam, to be fair. So yeah, I don't think it would take much to replicate this. You could put the grooves in to get all the bricks, trim it up, glue it together. I don't think it would take that long at all. And with a quite easy paint job, that's just painted and dry brushed, it looks like here. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty straightforward. You've got all these little bits of bracing going on, holding it all together, but you could leave that off. That wouldn't be a problem. But if you wanted to buy it, it's going to be there, and it's going to be a big kit with 6 modular ruins. Next, we've got some Easterling dice set, and these look really nice. They've got a metallic effect and that Easterling's icon on the face there representing the number 6. So they look really good. If their logo is a little bit better, I'd be tempted to pick those up for some other games. But yeah, got to appreciate some nice dice. We're not finished with the miniatures. Now we've got some here that are coming out on Saturday, and these are from Forge World. So that sounds like you can actually buy these on Saturday. So that would be good if you can. And the first product is the Dragon Emperor of Rune. We've seen some nice Dragon Warriors over the past few months, but now we've got the Dragon Emperor who's carried into battle in this Royal Palanquin. And you can also build him separately on foot as well and take him right into battle. You'll also be able to pick up the Easterling Black Dragon Warriors on their own. And there's a box of what looks like could be 6 here. And you can build them with either pikes, swords, you can give them heavy shields, and one comes with a banner as well. Next are the Dale Commanders, and this includes a Captain of Dale and 2 Warriors of Dale, one tooting a horn and the other waving a magnificent banner. And finally, for Middle-earth, we've got a Dale Windlance. Apparently the black arrows are as big as a man, and you may well recognise this because this is the same weapon used by Girion to wound the dragon Smaug. Now we're on to Blood Bowl with Rumbelow Sheepskin, and he's going to be the star player, and he's available to pre-order on Friday. There's even some models coming for Adeptus Titanicus, and this is the Direwolf Heavy Scout Titan. These 2 models are going to come with their carapace-mounted volcano cannons and neutron lasers. I can't believe it, Warcry is in the new White Dwarf issue 476. Great to see Warcry mentioned again, and it looks like this time we're getting 4 new fighters to use in Warcry. So I'm really looking forward to seeing which ones they'll be. There's also a new Tome Celestial for the Hedonites, and also rules and missions for using sentries in Kill Team. And that sounds really interesting, so I'm looking forward to reading that. Now we're on to the Black Library and the Vincula Insurgency, or is it Vinsula Insurgency, the Ghost Dossier 1 by Dan Abnett. This is going to be available in hardback, ebook and audiobook, and also if you're a German reader and you want it in German, then you're going to be able to get it at the same time both in hardback and ebook formats. And for Warhammer Plus, to celebrate the 2 new Battletomes, I guess, there's a battle report between Daughters of Cain and the Nighthaunt. You've got Lawmasters focusing on Marathi Cain, and some new additions to the Warhammer Vault. There's been a load of previews this week with all the Warhammer Fest action for Horus Heresy, Warcry, Kill Team, Middle-earth briefly, Necromunda, 40k and Age of Sigmar, and I've covered all that in a load of different videos. So if you want to catch up and see all the new products to come, then they're up on the channel already. But let me know what you think of this week's pre-order preview, and if there's any products in there that you fancy ordering. I'd love to hear if any of these are going to be added to your army. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.